And we are live. Hello, everyone.
Hello and welcome back to Dilemma. My name is Dheeraj.
And my name is Ryan.
So we know that it's been a long time since we've uploaded and we're sorry. We're just trying to make better, more interesting content for you guys. Content that you guys will be interested in. So, yeah, this is Dilemma where we talk about real world issues, controversial topics, usually with guests. But today, we're just talking about some real world issues, hence the title. So, yeah, stay tuned.
All right. So, today we're going to talk about a bunch of topics. We're going to talk about loot boxes in games. We're going to talk about like a bunch of stuff. Dheeraj, you want to get started?
Sure, let's get started with the loot boxes.
All right.
So if you guys do not know what loot boxes are, it's this in-game purchase that games use for that people buy, but they don't know what they're gonna get. It's like a surprise. And then I'm arguing that I think that they should be banned because it's not fair that these kids are influenced by their favorite YouTuber. It's not fair that they're spending a lot of money. But Ryan, what side are you on?
I am on the loot boxes should stay in games side because like loot boxes you expect to gamble, all right? It's just you expect to get something random. If you want a skin, you have to gamble for it or you could just buy it yourself. So, I think that loot boxes are fine.
But then I like your idea of why you think they should stay in games. But relating to gambling, if these kids get more excited when they get something that they do not expect, right?
Yeah.
Everybody would. Like they want something cool that might not be in the shop at the time that they can buy. They want something that they could, not expect. And those are loot boxes. But then that relates to gambling. With more people spending lots and lots and lots of money until they get the thing that they want, the thing that they like want to get out of the unexpected loot box, they won't stop. And I could back this up with evidence from the British Columbia Center of Gambling Research. They found out that 200 out of 257 people, they interviewed 257 people, 144 of them being adult gamers and 113 people being, young gamers. But keep this in mind. Young gamers, adult gamers, these are just gamers, like YouTubers, streamers. There's so many more people that aren't well known around the world, that aren't probably even not known by, just probably not known. But then they could still be playing games. And these are just the gamers that stream in this. And then they were asked, and 90% of these 257 people responded that they have opened a loot box in a video game, which is about, I'd say, $3 approximately in general. And a third of these 257 people spent more than half of their money on it. And a lot of these adults probably have a job, to pay off rent for their house, to support their family and stuff like that. But they're spending money on a game. And this influences their viewers to spend more money on a game, which I think is not okay. And this is a huge problem that some people can't stop, and it all relates to Ryan's idea of why loot boxes should stay in games, which is gambling.
Yeah, I can see your point there, but children spend money on the games, right?
Yeah.
So if they spend the money on the game, they could be spending it somewhere else. They could be spending it for candy. They could be spending it for buying like stocks, or they could buy literally anything. All right. When they want something in the game, they could buy it. But what? See, children don't have to opt for loot boxes. They don't have to opt for it. They just get it either if it's free or if they want something random. That's pretty much it.
But then I like your point, but then the thing is that I was kind of supporting my point because they could buy anything that they want, but they are wasting it on a game that they will expect and might not. Games could rig this to just get more money from these addicted children, to get their money from them buying the loot boxes and rig them to not get like something good from the game to get something something that everybody has,
Hmm.
and then they could rig it to give the gamer like the streamers something that they want, so that it would be more. They could be like a content creator sponsor their game, and that game gets more and more money, while like using those addicted children's money to their advantage.
Yeah.
Also, like um some some people, they say that like researchers and writers, they say that loot box consumers, like they spends $30 billion in 2017, which is a lot of money, and it's projected to be at 100 billion, 150 billion by 2022. That's only like 1 year away, and gaming industry is becoming bigger and bigger, which makes more people spend more and more people start playing the game, and more people being addicted, more and more people spending money on loot boxes. And with these loot boxes making nearly a third of the whole gaming industry, like it's just too much. Like this could be spent for so many other things. This could have been spent to help, you know, to find the cure of like a disease that we do not know the cure of yet. But people are spending it on games for themselves, for their content, for viewers to like love the game, love them, subscribe, like, and all this. But I just feel like they're taking advantage of the addicted children.
I can see your point, but Dheeraj, I'm a gamer, you're a gamer. I know how much you spent on games. I know how much you've played, like, Brawl Stars, how many loot boxes you've gotten from Brawl Stars, and do you think that your investment to Brawl Stars was a waste?
Yes, I do. I mean,
Okay.
although I spent the money, like gift card money, which I do not know what else to spend on because it was like iTunes. I don't listen to music. I don't watch movies that much. And but at the time, I was addicted to Brawl Stars. I must admit, and I waited for them to give free loot boxes. But then at one point, you know, I feel like every gamer, me, you, other game streamers, Laserbeam, all these people, they just break. They want to just get what they want immediately. So I might have spent like, $3 on Brawl Stars, which I think was a complete waste because I could have bought it on something that I like, because I completely ditched Brawl Stars now. I don't like it anymore. I play
Okay.
I play other games. I play Fortnite. Fortnite doesn't have any loot boxes because you get what you want. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, I can see your point. Although, now imagine your mindset in a bunch of other in like in children themselves. Imagine your mindset when they are playing Brawl Stars. I know you don't play Brawl Stars anymore, but imagine the children who are playing Brawl Stars who get stuff. Imagine. I forgot their name. Imagine the YouTubers that play Brawl Stars. What happened to their base? What was their base to Brawl Stars? Their skins, their players, their abilities that they got from loot boxes. Now, what I think is that they are a waste if you don't use them correctly. See, like stocks. Stocks, if you don't know what they are, then they're a complete gamble. But if you know what you're doing, you can just use that to your advantage. So I don't think loot boxes are that much of a waste if you know what you're doing, I guess.
But like again, you do not know what you're doing when you have a loot box. You do not know what you're gonna get. And again, these games could rig the system. So we do
That's
not
true.
know that. Like, for example, I don't remember which game, but some basketball game a long time ago did not like the Chicago Bulls. A person who made that game did not like the Chicago Bulls. So every time a person selected Chicago Bulls, they made them miss every single shot, whether they're open, whether they're guarded, whether it was like a layup, whether it was a 3-pointer, made it miss. Just like that. Except that was back then when, these industries did not have that many in-game purchases. But now, with more and more games wanting more and more money because it takes more and more money to make the game, they are like taking advantage of these children, taking advantage of these streamers to keep getting the like loot boxes because they do not know what they're gonna get. So they're gonna keep giving bad things. And who knows? You could get one good thing, you could get two good things, you could get a lot of good things. But tell me, how long are you gonna play one single game?
Not long, like unless you're completely devoted to it.
Yeah, like Brawl Stars. I played for a very long time, stopped. Like just bringing up, lifting up a weight, just drop it. That's all I did with Brawl Stars, which I feel like was a complete waste of $3. I could have spent it on. I could have used it to give to a homeless person. I could have used it to buy some food. But I wasted on a game that I don't even play anymore, which is why I do not support the idea of loot boxes because they made me addicted, and I'm pretty sure they will make other people addicted,
That's
which is
true.
why I'm against that.
That's true. You're right. You're right. But also, don't loot boxes add value to your account?
Yeah, but some games they in the terms of service they make it illegal to if you sell your account, you're banned. Your like whole account is gone. If you spent like $1,000 on it, gone, just like that.
Although if you don't use it and get away with it, isn't that an investment? If
If
you
you get
sell
away
your
with
account
something,
and get
but then
away
that's
with it,
illegal. We don't want to like do things behind our back. We don't want to
that's
do things.
true. You're right.
Yeah,
You're right. You're right.
vaccines.
Yeah.
So coronavirus vaccines. So again, vaccines, not only coronavirus, but like other things, like smallpox and stuff like that.
Yeah.
They like completely revolutionized the global health with like immunity from certain diseases, like again coronavirus, uh, like smallpox, and like other diseases and they're not any more dead. They're not that deadly anymore because of coronavirus vaccine. Like my mom got the coronavirus vaccine, and she was informed that that was one shot was 80% prevents from coronavirus, and she's getting her other shot soon, and that helps with the other 20%. So it could hurt, but it's worth it at the end because you're helping yourself, you're helping others.
All right. Yeah. So, do you know how a vaccine works?
Yeah,
Yeah. So it's basically like you inject yourself with a tiny bit of a tiny bit of the virus, and it basically tells your cells that this is the part of the virus you need to defeat that's important about COVID. So if COVID comes into your system, the cells already have the stuff to
yes.
defeat it. So,
Like that's why people say that to that's why people are saying like you need more immunity levels and the vaccine gives you the immunity levels.
the vaccine
Well,
can
helps at least.
either deplete your immunity or make your immunity
Yeah,
better.
yeah.
So
Well,
like
in
if
this case, of all this research and stuff, they like worked and worked. They're not just gonna like, oh, let's try it out on everybody. They have multiple testing people, and it's kind of unfortunate if it doesn't work because it could go severely wrong. But these people are like giving consent to these people to test it on them. It's not like, hey, you come, like you don't just go on the streets. Hey, you come here. I'll give you vaccine. You want to see if it works? If it doesn't work, okay, oh, well, you die. It doesn't work like that. They give consent to let them test it on the person, and then it like they test it until it's finalized. It becomes good, which is what we have now.
yeah.
It
So
I don't know if it's. Wait, do you have any information of it being on safe on children yet?
no, not yet. Although studies show that it works fine on all ages.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
So so what do you think? Do you think vaccines help more? Not only coronavirus, like vaccines in general help more or um harm more?
So I think both because it really depends on the place and time when you're taking the vaccine. Like if you're old and if your immune system has gotten older over time, meaning your ancestors haven't like defeated this type of virus, if you get it again, then you won't have the necessary tools to like like defeat it. So like I don't know how to explain it, but like I think it's both because of the fact that it can harm you if your immune system doesn't respond correctly, or it can help you if your immune system reads it correctly and makes the tools to defeat the virus.
Yeah, that's true. I agree. And adding on to your side where it says it's more helpful, uh, like again to the elderly mostly, like the coronavirus vaccine at least. Have you heard of the 102-year-old who beat the coronavirus twice?
No, I have not.
Okay, so like there's this woman, like a 102-year-old woman from New York, which is very busy. So like it's easier to get coronavirus there because more people are on the streets.
Mm-hmm.
She beat the coronavirus twice. So like in March, like when it first started, she already got diagnosed with COVID-19 because again, New York, super busy streets, lots of businesses. Probably they didn't pay that much attention. It was one of like the most one of the states that had the most coronavirus cases. So like yeah, I've also heard that so first she tested negative in April because she tested positive in March and then after quarantine tested negative. And then again after some time in October or not October, some like later on in the year, she got diagnosed with coronavirus again, and then she beat it again. And now with the vaccine, it will help a lot because she doesn't have to keep doing that, keep fighting it.
See, I don't even think if she should take the vaccine. If she got it twice and beat it twice, then does she really need the tools provided to her again?
Well, like we don't fully know if it's her system because what if she just got lucky with her immunity that she had? So,
But
like it's better safe than sorry.
yeah, I guess, but
That's why they give priority to the elderly.
I'm relating back to the fact that they inject you with the virus again, like the small part of the virus which is important to defeat it. Yeah. So I'm relating back to that because of the fact that she's defeated the full virus twice. She already has the necessary tools to defeat the virus. So why does she need the vaccine?
I mean, again, better safe than sorry because, like, although she beat the whole vaccine, a little bit of vaccine, well, she could have got lucky again, but a little bit of the virus could, when it goes into her, um, it might like affect her a bit. I don't know if she'll die of it because, again, she's 102 and beat it twice, right? So if she gets like a small part of the virus inside of her, and immediately with the shot, it like prevents it, I think she should be good. But then she could like get it again. But we do not. It's unexpected. Like loot box is unexpected.
Yeah. Um. All right. So,
So I really think that it's more good than bad. I think it helps more.
yeah, I can see your point.
Which kind of I guess like let me give an example like a gun. Okay, gun control, a big issue. We could talk about that soon. Um, gun issues like it's better safe than sorry again because like if you have a like it's like not single sided. Like it's so hard to pick a side for it. If you have a gun, then you could be shooting other people, but then you could also be using it for self defense. If you don't have a gun, knives, bro. Like these murderers, they're still gonna like murder people. They're not just gonna stop because guns are banned. So it's kind of hard to pick a side.
Yeah, I guess I can see that. All
Yeah,
right.
so let's talk about gun control a little bit more. So again, gun control, I'm not sure which side to pick because gun control, like, if you have it, you buy it for self-defense, but then again, there's some bad people out there. They shoot you, right?
Yeah.
But then, um, it could be it is really good for you also because if somebody's trying to invade you, you could just use your gun for self-defense because technically you're not the bad person in the situation. You are getting invaded. You're getting like you're in a danger. So you have to use it for self-defense.
That's
It's
true.
kind of hard to it's really hard to choose a side.
Yeah.
What do you think more of? What
I think that I think the same as you. Guns have a good side and also a bad side, because I don't think it was that long ago when there was a campaign on YouTube. It was going around telling people that children who have people who have guns in their household usually harm their children because the children don't know that it's a gun. They just start spinning it around. They just shoot basically anything. They cause more harm, but if you're getting invaded like by a
yeah.
robber, then you can shoot him for self-defense.
But then again, you could hide your gun from children. Like it like I think I have a pretty good I don't know if it's that good because again, bad people out there. If you're gonna buy a gun, then you have to maybe sign a consent form that you're only going to use it for self-defense and nothing else. But then again, there's still bad people out there. They're gonna sign it. They're gonna kill some people, and they're gonna go to jail either way. They're gonna go to jail for violating the terms of service, and they're gonna go to jail for violating the law that killing is illegal.
Yeah.
It's really hard to choose side. I'm not sure.
That's true.
And if guns are banned, again, bad people, they could sneak guns illegally. They could find alternatives.
Just like drugs.
Yeah, just like drugs. That's correct.
Although, if guns get banned, more houses are going to get robbed without the
Yeah.
self-defense tools.
Yes, yes.
Yeah.
That's true. But then, technology getting more and more advanced. Who knows what it's gonna be like in the future. What if they already ADT, they called cops immediately if somebody enters the house without typing the passcode
That's true. That's true.
within a certain amount of time. And then they call you, and then you have to confirm if that was you or not. And then again, Ring, Nest, the doorbell, they have a camera. You can see if there anybody's there.
Yeah, but it's not like you're constantly on your phone
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
watching the Ring doorbell or
And you
Nest
could get
doorbell.
notifications if person's there.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
but that's the right point.
yeah. I'm pretty sure technology is going to get so advanced that you're going to have literal people living in your house while you sleep. And like if someone just invades your house, straight bang, they're
That's
dead.
kind of weird, but like,
It
I don't think that kind of relates to technology. I think that relates more to protection, bodyguards and stuff.
yeah.
I don't think people are just gonna stay in your house and like watch you sleep while they watch other people come in.
They could just chill at the door, I guess.
But then where would they stay? Like outside the door?
And they would stay somewhere inside the house if an invader tries to get in. Eh,
Yeah, that's true. That's true. But then everybody would have bodyguards, and then like
yeah.
such a big hassle.
Yeah.
That's a good point. So all in all, I think that was a really, really like interesting topics. The loot boxes one was the only one that I feel like had a side. Other than that, coronavirus vaccine, vaccines they help you. They don't harm you as much as they help you.
Yeah.
Guns, it's super hard to choose a side.
Yeah.
At the end, like I can't be convinced either way because I'm always thinking about this will happen, that will happen. So like yeah. So it's been pretty cool. Loot boxes, coronavirus vaccine, gun control, everything we've covered. I think I say we wrap it up.
Yeah.
Those are really good, interesting topics that are real world problems because they are actually going on. Loot boxes are more in the gaming industry, so if you don't game, then you probably wouldn't have heard of it that much. But
Yeah.
yeah, thank you for watching Dilemma. Stay tuned. We are gonna get really interesting special guests that you will be learning about later in the future. So hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, share it with your friends, and it's been a really nice podcast, really nice video.
Yeah. It's been nice talking with you. And
Same to you.
yeah, this is
Bye.
Dilemma.
Yeah, this
Goodbye.
is Bye.